Hey, Tribe and YouTube fam, just wanted to put out a little nugget here. And at this point, honestly, I don't know if I'm going to share this on the Tribe side or the YouTube side, as far as the YouTube public side on the channel. I might change my mind and throw it on the Tribe side. I don't know yet at this point. But I just want to share some nuggets with you, especially with manifesting success. You have to understand, like, everything wraps around identity. Okay, we talk a lot about identity, talk a lot about identity work. We talk a lot about you want to be that best version of you. And that's what Never Goddard means as far as living in the end. You're that best version of you. You're that version who has what you want. You're that version who has your dream life. You're that version who already has your dream car, your dream house. You're that version who's already a multi-millionaire. You're that version who already retired your parents. You get me on that? And one of the little nuggets I want to share with you here is that, and this is a fancy video, is that you have to start being excited. You get me on that? Like, this sounds like a cliche, but I think as we get older, I'm older. I think some of the stuff that when we get older, we start to kind of lose our zest for life. You know what I mean? We start getting less and less excited over things. And lots of times it gets worse than that. Lots of times we put ourselves down. And when I went through this month, we're still in the month of June. I might even post this right now today. You know what I mean? To help you guys out. Like, when you start doing identity work, you start going to the root cause. You know what? You got to start being proud of yourself. You got to start, listen to this, you're your best cheerleader. You don't look on the outside, okay, for somebody else to cheer you on. Because you know what? You know what the raw truth is? You know what the real truth is? Most people are not going to cheer you on. And if you do have cheerleaders in your corner, lots of times it's only one or two people. I mean, let's be frank. Most people honestly want to see you lose. You know what I mean? Most people don't want you to have a better life than they do. So it's like the crab in a bucket theory. When you're trying to climb out of that bucket of crabs, when you're trying to climb out of poverty, when you're trying to live your dream life, you're going to have people pull you back down to your current reality. You're going to have people pull you back down to that old identity. You understand that, okay? And it took me a long time to grasp this. I mean, seriously, this took me years, okay? Not weeks, not hours, okay? This took me a long time to be my own cheerleader and be proud of myself. And it sounds so funny because when the month of June came up, I had so much flipping stuff to do. I had two giant projects that needed to be done. So when I came into June, I was thinking probably at my best, I'll get done my two big projects I need to do. And a third one was my business taxes that I needed to get done. So I'm thinking probably best case scenario, I'm gonna get these three things done. Hopefully I'm gonna get them done, because the first two were huge projects. I mean, one was another business I do that was a giant project, and the other one was part of YouTube, because I put together, if I can speak English, I put together a 30-day challenge. It's called a 30-day breakthrough challenge. And I'll put the link in the description for you to check it out. But this is all identity work. Bottom line, this goes to the root cause. This isn't a fancy manifesting technique. This is how to live life on your terms, period. It doesn't matter what you want. If you want that dream house, you can have it. That dream car, you can have it. You want to attract your SP, you can do that as well. Okay. And that was a huge ass project, but you're talking 30 days of content. You know what I mean? So 30 days of content, plus on top of that, I built the landing page, built the information out. I went across my entire ecosystem, added it to it. I then updated my spread shop, updated my blogs. I do flipping, holy crap. Like, And today, what's the date here? It's June 26th. You know, I'm in my little nook area, got my computers here, and I actually, probably like 15 minutes ago, no lie, I actually finished my business taxes. And after I finished my business taxes, now I'm walking around, and I'm like thinking, like, I was super excited because that was something hanging in my mind there that needed to get done. And I was thinking, dude, it's like, dude, I'm so flipping proud of myself. Holy crap. Like dude, I flipping dominated June. As far as getting stuff done, dude, I was a dominator in June. You know, nobody can work like Chad. Nobody can outpace Chad. You know what I mean? And June's not even over with yet, baby. I got so much flipping stuff done. I started thinking this. June isn't even over with that. I still got 5 flipping days left of June. Well, maybe 4, because I think there's only 30 days in June. Okay, so I still got 4 flipping days left to flipping dominate June. June's not even over with yet. And I just felt so flipping proud of myself, how much stuff I got done. Like what I'm doing inside YouTube with the tribe, live life on your terms. I'm super proud of where it's going. I'm super proud of my commitment to it. You know what I mean? And let me flip it back to you. Even though you might still be here listening to this, I was like, well, Chad, you know, you just sound ego. You're proud of yourself. Well, you know what I mean? But the thing is, you're missing the point if you're thinking that. The point is, you have to be your biggest cheerleader. Bottom line, you got to be proud of yourself. You got to be confident and proud of yourself. You get me on that. You have to come to terms with that. You're proud of yourself. Like, I'm proud of myself. The more I do this, the more I repeat this stuff, this stuff really works, okay? But you got to do it the right way. And then let me tell you, you got to be proud of yourself, okay? There's nobody that can outwork me. There's nobody that's doing what I do, okay? I work 7 days a week, baby, to build my brand, okay? I'm the king on YouTube. I'm the king of my niche. Bottom line, I'm the king, okay? Nobody's going to outpace me. Okay, while other people are partying and drinking on the weekend, dude, I'm working on a weekend. Bottom line, okay, even if I take most of the day off, I still bare minimum work 2-3 hours a day, every single day, 7 days a week, because that's what's important to me. Okay, it's important to me to be the king of my family, the king of my domain. Okay, be the king. Okay, I want to be the king of my family. I want to be the financial king. Bottom line. Okay, when it's time to work, I work. But when it's time to play, I want to play. Okay, on my terms. I want to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I choose to do it. Okay, that's on my terms. Bottom line. You know, I want to be the one in the family that even if they're struggling, they need some help. Dude, Chad is the first one on the top of the list. Okay, I want to be the one that retire my family, retire my mom. You know what I mean? I want to be that person. And you have to be proud of yourself. This isn't ego. This isn't like, well, Chad, you sound egotistical. You know, but you're missing the whole point. Bottom line, you're still operating from that old identity, that old self that's actually holding you back and keeping you in your current reality that you complain about. And as I wrap up this video, because I don't want to be too long, I want you to walk away with this. I want you to walk away that you're proud of yourself. No matter what it is, be proud of yourself. Be proud of your situation that you're in. Life is happening for you. You have to understand this. Life is happening for your benefit. Even if you're viewing it as a negative, it's happening for you. There's something in there to learn. There's something in there for your benefit. Okay? Even if you're a single mom and you have one or 2 kids and you're doing everything you can to support your family, support your kids. Maybe you got 2 jobs to do it, but be proud of yourself. Don't walk around all depressed. Oh, you know, my poor situation. See, that's coming from your old identity. Okay, that higher version of you, that most successful version of you, would be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself, what you're doing. Even if you have 2 jobs and you're working yourself to death to support your kids, be proud of yourself. You're doing it when a lot of people wouldn't. Let me tell you, a lot of people walk away. A lot of people will drink too much. A lot of people will be alcoholics. A lot of people will be into drugs. Bottom line, but not you. Okay? You're creating a new life for yourself. You're creating a new life for your family. You're creating a new life for your kids. Bottom line, okay? And I'll promise you, when you change your thinking, you change. I think there's a mosquito biting me. Wow! It's like something was chewing on my shoulder there, right in the heat of my good talk. But you get me on that? I mean, you have to get to a point, no matter what you're going through, positive or negative, it's all happening for me. It's all happening for me, not to me. It's all happening for my benefit. Okay, when you see something as a negative, it's only your perception. Okay, spin it. Look at it differently. Because this is what I was trying to say before the mosquito is eating me, is that higher version of you is going to be positive. That higher version of you is going to pat themselves on the back and say, great job. Okay? And I promise you, if you stay in that state, something's going to break. Something's going to give. Okay? You have to understand, all this work, identity work, manifesting, okay, you calling like it is, no matter what you want to call it. You know, you follow whatever God orders, you listen to him, imagination creates reality. No matter if you do a lot of stuff with the subconscious mind, what you have to understand when you manifest and do subconscious mind stuff, identity, okay, what you believe to be true has to be shown to you. What you have to understand is this stuff is not logical. This stuff doesn't follow logic. Your subconscious mind is not logical. Bottom line, your conscious mind, how you think is logical, but your subconscious mind isn't logical at all. Let me give you a really good example before we go here. This is how illogical the subconscious mind is. Just like my example I gave you, you could be a single mom, have 2 kids. You're doing everything you can. You have 2 jobs. And all of a sudden you start switching your mindset. All of a sudden you start saying, you know what, I'm proud of myself. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing everything I can to take care of my kids and make sure they have a great life. I'm proud of myself. Nobody else does this except me. You know, I'm the best mom in the world. And you start changing your mindset and you just focus on you. You don't focus on the outside. You don't look for the how. You don't start chasing things. You just focus on you, what you're doing and what you're doing for your kids in your own little world. And guess what? Your subconscious mind, your spiritual mind is very illogical. One day you wake up and you think, oh, I need some milk today. I need to go to the grocery store and go shopping, grab some milk. And as you go to the grocery store, you go in there, get your milk. You're standing in line to pay for it. And there's a guy standing in front of you. You happen to be chit-chatting. And he's looking for whatever he does for work. It doesn't matter. But he's looking for somebody that fits exactly you. And from you being in that conversation and you telling him what you do, and you're a single mom, and he turns to you and says, you know what? Why don't you come to my office on Monday and let's sit down and have a little chat to see if you'd be a great fit for my company. And you go, and that one encounter that literally came out of nowhere, and you got hired, paid more than your 2 jobs put together. You understand me? You might be sitting there saying, well, Chad, that's wishful thinking. It's not wishful thinking. That's exactly how identity work works. That's exactly how your subconscious mind works. It's not logical. It doesn't follow logic. It just once you influence it, once you just focus on you, focus on being happy, patting yourself on the back, being your greatest cheerleader, and you stay focused on that, something illogical is going to happen. You're going to be in the right place at the right time, and you don't even know what flipping happened. All you know is, I just wanted to go to the store and get some milk. Next thing I know, I'm talking to this millionaire that owns this company that wants to bring me in for an interview. And you go in for an interview and you get hired and he pays you more than your 2 jobs together. That's not logical. Okay? But that stuff really happens. I promise you that. But as we wrap this up, you just have to start being happy. Start patting yourself on the back. Start being your own cheerleader. Because that's that higher version of you. That's that higher version of you, that most successful version of you. That's how they would actually behave. That's what they would actually do, my friends. Okay? But other than that, just want to share that with you. It was a little bit of a rant I kind of went on, but wanted to share it. I'll probably throw this on the YouTube side. Maybe, I don't know yet. We'll see kind of what I do with this video. But anyway, if you have questions, comment below. Also, if you want to be part of the tribe, the link is in the description. If you want to reach out to me, the link is in the description again. And if you want to check out the 30-day challenge, the link is in the description. Other than that, remember, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.